Okay, we're back for the finals. This is game one. And yeah, I think we'll keep this hand. It's pretty sweet. We're on the draw again, which is a bummer for an aggressive deck like ours. But yeah, I mean, we have double planes, so we can cast any griffins we draw. We have Soul Tithe, so we can do that now. Yeah. Yeah, I can't say I'm happy with putting Soul Tithe in. But it looks like he might be aggressive too, which means maybe we do just want to Soul Tithe it. We don't know what's in his hand. He might not even have a 3-drop, so it could just be totally dead. But yeah, I mean, I think we'll be on the defensive. I don't know. We have 2 detain guys, so there's that too. I mean, I think I'm just going to do it because we're going to be curving out for the next 2 turns. Ideally, if he plays something on turn 3, we just detain that instead. Alright, well, looks like that's not happening. Alright, so now do we want to play Lay of Sky Knight or Tower Drake? I don't really want to get smacked for 3 again, so I think we'll just play the Lay of Sky Knight. I was really hoping he would just sack his Gorehouse Chainwalker, but c'est la vie. This is why Soul Tithe is bad. Yeah, I mean now he sacks it, but I guess that's fine. We didn't have a good blocker for it anytime soon, so I would rather throw away Soul Tithe than Tower Drake for it, I guess. Another 3-color deck. Looks like he is it splashing white for something? Frostborn Weird. Alright, well maybe Soul Tithe prevented him from playing Frostborn Weird. Leaving 2 mana up is a little suspicious. You could have Syncopate. I would really prefer my Soulsworn Spirit to not get syncopated. So I think if we bash with Sky Knight here, see what he does. Alright, well maybe he doesn't have Syncopate. If he's pausing here, he could have, I don't know, Trickery or something? No, he would have just used it, I think. Maybe he's still... Okay, well, he took it. I would prefer not to get smacked for 4. I'm just going to... I smell a Syncopate, so I'm going to play Tower Drake here. And this will let us race him in the air. We can detain it next turn, because I mean, we're not blocking at any point, so... He could have a bounce spell? I don't really know. I feel like he has something. Oh, okay. Is it Charm? Well, I mean, that would have... Yeah, he definitely would have countered our Spirit there if we just run it out. Alright, well, I guess we take this. Ouch. If he wants to pump it up, he can't really play anything else, so it looks like that's what he's going to do. Oh, interesting. So now he's leaving a whole bunch of mana open. Okay. Well, just going to bash him with Tower Drake. And now, I mean... So let's see, 5 mana. I mean, he could have a whole variety of things. He could just have cancel. He obviously has something. I'm trying to think if I don't run out my Soulsworn Spirit, is there any downside to that? I want to keep it, so I'm just not going to play it. Could have yeah. See, I think he has a counter in his hand. So we just wasted a whole bunch of his mana. I mean, we wasted some of our own mana, I guess. But... Alright, well now he's pumping once. He's leaving 4 up. Alright, well now we have another Tower Drake that we can just run out. Like, I care a lot less if he just counters this. And no reason to leave up blue right now. Alright, well, that's kind of annoying, but... Essence Backlash, eh? I was expecting cancel. If I knew he had Essence Backlash... Alright, well, we may be getting smacked for a lot here. Just 2, okay. Interesting. Alright. Well... Alright, well, we're just going to bash him again with Tower Drake. Alright, looks like he's finally pulling the trigger on something. Skyline Predator. Okay, well, I think we just have to Judgment that, unfortunately. Otherwise, we just lose our Tower Drake. We might get hit for a good amount here, because he only has 1 more card in hand, and he has the mana to pump up his Weird. But we'll be able to detain it for a turn, and also play our Tower Drake that turn, and then we can use a Drake to block it in the future. So we'll go to 6 here, which is not a place I like being against an Izzet player, for obvious reasons. Okay, Azorius Charm is helpful. We can lifelink our guys up, I guess, if we need to. So I'm going to start by bashing. And now I'm going to Spirit. And I'm going to Spirit first because I want to know if it hits, so I know whether or not to leave Azorius Charm open. So since it hits, I'm just going to go ahead and play Tower Drake. If it didn't, I wouldn't want to take another hit off this, so I would have just pulled it back. Okay, well, we have plenty of lands to pump up our guys. So we could bash in with everything and put him to 3. Or we could just hit him with 2 things, and that would put him to 5, and then he'd be, I guess, dead next turn to our 3 creatures. He has 3 cards in hand, so I feel like he has removal. I'm just going to bash with 2. This will leave, 1 thing to block the Frostborn Weird, and then if that doesn't work, we can Azorius Charm at worst case scenario. Annihilating Fire. Yeah, I mean, I guess better that than having to go in my face. I don't think it's worth Azorius Charming my own guy back. We're in kind of a precarious position right now, just because we are at 6, and we have 1 blocker for his dude, but it's not the best blocker in the world. Alright, well, so yeah, I guess we'll do this. And then pump our guy up a bit. I guess, I mean, we're not killing this thing, so there's really no reason to pump it up further as far as I'm concerned. Let him spend the mana before we spend ours. It's taking 1 damage either way, right? Alright. Another Plains. That's not very helpful. Let's go ahead and hit him again. I guess I should have played the land there, just so I could pump Tower Drake again. Stealer of Secrets, okay. Sunspire Griffin is a good draw. So let's see, can we safely hit him with both? So I don't know if he has, it depends on how like safely I want to play it. I don't think there's a reason to hit him with both here. My thinking is if I hit him with both, it puts him to 1, I guess, so then he has 3 potential creatures he's dead to, but if I hit him with just Tower Drake, then he's lethal to 2 out of 3, and that's probably good enough. And then this gives us 2 blockers for his guys and Azorius Charm backup. Okay, cool. Concession. So yeah, we played a little conservatively there at the end, but I think that worked out. So he has a ton of instants, so I think I'm going to take out this Soul Tithe and put in the Dispel for sure. I might even put a cancel in. I think Dispel is probably good enough. Yeah, and Is It Charm and Essence Backlash were the 2 that we saw. So, I mean, we know that it has that these have targets. So I think that'll be fine. All right, on to game